We'll be shooting it in your bathroom.
We?
Yeah, I have a team with me.
What?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Thank you so much for your starring role. Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay.
That's the attitude I get from a 14-year-old. I have learned an awful lot by myself in terms of growing up. I think my father was so busy trying to work his knuckles off so that he could support the family that I didn't get to see too much of him, and he didn't get to impart too many home truths and wisdom pieces to me until much later on in life. And I kind of look at that and I think, yeah, you know what, I actually have the opportunity to improve on that. And so I do make the effort to drip feed the children on nutrition, on fitness, on careers, on some of what I think are some of the basics that young men need to know about, which is shaving as well. So I'm now going to explain the basics of shaving and why I think it's important for every person, every shaving person. Step number one is that you need to make sure that there's a blade here. That goes here. Now these two are very sharp at the edge. Hold it, you screw this back in. Straight out of the shower, you apply shaving oil, you take your shaving brush, you run it through very, very hot water. The soap you apply to the face, you just kind of leave it on the face and glide it in the direction of the beard, starting with the edges first and this at the end. That is it, you're done. One of the lessons that I took away from somebody who used to report to me and then became a very close friend who sadly passed away at the onset of COVID was in and around waiting staff at restaurants, and he flagged a point to me which was essentially, look, this is one of the toughest jobs out there. You have to be kind to these people. They really have a tough time with ordinary customers, so don't be difficult with them. And that got me going in the direction of, okay, yeah, you know what? This is a human being. This person is fundamentally that more than anything else. And I began taking note of the reality that people in low-paid jobs have, which is that they are treated very badly. Oh well. Just asking them how they are, or speaking to them in their own language, or making a comment about what kind of day they've had. Do any of you want Timbits? You speak Farsi?
Yeah.
Oh, hale shama chatore?
Hale shama.
Ah, Qurbani shama. Salam. Khuda hafiz. I just think it reminds them that they're human, and it kind of tells them that I recognize they're human beings first, and they're there to maybe prepare my smoothie or my coffee, whatever else it is. That's a secondary thing, but it costs nothing. It takes a second. You add something positive to the universe. There is a really difficult balancing act, which I don't think anybody ever gets perfect. The act between having that drive and motivation to do well, to make an impact, to excel, to outperform, and yet at the same time living life. Too many people who succeed in a conventional sense end up not really living life. They end up consumed by their appetite to perform, by their appetite to get an extra $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, whatever it is, without stepping back and really living life. We're not here forever. There's so many things that the universe has to offer. There's so many different experiences and people to meet and cultures to enjoy and things to do. It would be a shame if your entire existence, with formal education and with work, all of that consumed you from the age of 18 to the age of 65. Make sure that throughout that existence, those 30 years or 40 years, you are still living life, and afterwards, when you've achieved a degree of economic independence and self-sustenance, then you can take it further and say, yeah, you know what, I don't need another $10 million. I'd rather just spend 6 months in Tuscany, stuff which you may find interesting, as opposed to just trying to make an extra $500,000, $10 million, whatever else it is.